Good morning, students. Now today we are going to study the next lecture of extension 111, that is teaching learning process. So this is one of the part of education psychology in which we have discussed that education psychology focuses on teaching learning process. Now under this lecture there are 2 points. One is the elements of teaching learning process and second one is the principle of learning process. And regarding these two topics, definitely there will be question in exam. But before that, we are going to study the certain definitions or concepts related to teaching learning process. And that first one is the learning. Now these 4 definitions are going to be asked in exam, so you need to prepare accordingly. So learning is a process in which individual changes his behavior through his own efforts. Learning is a process. Process means ongoing activity. Learning process we are going to carry out from childhood up to the old age. So here it is a process, it is not going to stop. So learning is a process in which individual means a particular person, okay, changes his behavior. Behavior that we have discussed in first lecture. What is the behavior? That is knowledge, skill and attitude. We try to change our knowledge, skill and attitude through his own efforts. That means through our own efforts we are trying to change our knowledge, skill and attitude. That process is nothing but the learning process. That means a student, a person, an individual has to take efforts, then and then he is able to change his knowledge. Unless and until we study the particular topic, we are unable to get the knowledge of that topic. Unless and until we read a particular book, we are unable to get the information from that book. Likewise, that the efforts on the part of students, efforts on the part of learner, farmer, individual person is necessary. Then and then he is able to change his behavior. The process of changing the behavior through his own effort by the learner is the process of learning. Okay. Now the second one, a learning situation. The condition or environment in which all elements necessary for promoting learning are present. That is called as a situation. Situation means an environment, what we can say, or condition. Okay. The condition or environment in which all elements necessary for promoting learning are present. The elements which are necessary for carrying out the learning activities. That element we will discuss in the next slide. But elements that are necessary for carrying out the learning activity, if that elements are present in that situation, if that they are present in that particular condition, then we can say that that is the learning situation. Now learning experience. It is the mental or physical reaction of seeing, hearing and doing the things to be learned. Mental or physical reaction means understanding the information, that is mental reaction. Getting the knowledge, that is mental reaction. Physical reaction, that means if you are able to do that task which you are going to learn, for example in a practical session, if you are going to learn a particular thing and if you are able to do it, then that is the physical reaction. Okay, so that is if there is mental or physical reaction of seeing, hearing and doing the things to be learned, and through which one gets the meaning and understanding which is useful for solving his problems. By understanding, by seeing a particular thing, by hearing a particular information, by attending a particular lecture, practical, if we get a meaning and understanding of that particular information, then we can say that that is the learning experience. Main thing, your mental and physical reaction to the particular lecture, to the particular topic, to the particular practical session, that is learning experience. And then teaching. Now this is the process of arranging a situation that stimulate and guide the learning activity toward the goal. It is process of arranging the situation, this situation, learning situation. We need to arrange the learning situation, learning conditions, environment, which is useful to stimulate and guide the learning activity, which is helpful to carry on a learning activity. Because of that, learning activity is going to be start toward a particular goal. Goal means that is through that learning activity, through that teaching activity, we are focusing on changing the behavior of learner, changing the knowledge, skill and attitude of the learner. That is the teaching activity. So these are the 4 concepts: learning, learning situation, learning experience and teaching. These all the 4 concepts are most important from exam point of view, especially learning. In an exam, filling the blanks is there. Dash dash is a process in which individual changes is bear through his own efforts. That is the learning. Okay. So be prepared for this definition. Now the next point that we are going to study is the elements of learning. Here we have seen the definition. Learning situation is the situation in which all elements necessary for promoting learning are present. All elements which are necessary for promoting learning. So that is nothing but the elements of learning situation. Now in exam, definitely there will be question regarding this element of learning situation. Or define learning, explain the elements of learning situation with diagram. So first of all, we see which are the elements. First one is the extension worker, or here we can say extension worker or teacher is the first element of learning situation. Second one, farmer or the students, learner who want to learn, who need to learn. Third one is the subject matter, content, syllabus, which should be in line with the need and interest, abilities of the farmer. That means whatever the subjects we are going to teach, that should be in line with the need and interest of the people. Then fourth one is the teaching equipment and material. Teaching equipment, for example, blackboard, LCD projector, chart, posters. So that teaching equipment which are required for the teaching. And physical arrangement. Physical arrangement in that particular situation. For sitting arrangement, we can say light ventilation. So that should be proper one. So these are the elements of learning situation. Extension worker, farmer, subject matter, teaching equipment and physical arrangement. Now if all these learning elements are present in the situation, then we can say that that is a proper learning situation, and that situation will stimulate the students or learner to learn that particular topic. Okay. Now these elements should be presented in a diagrammatic form, and this diagram has 1 or 2 marks in exam. Whether it is asked or not, indirectly there are the marks for the element of learning situation. So first of all, first one is the extension worker or teacher, second one is subject matter, then physical facilities, teaching material, and lastly the farmer. So you can see here the directions are on both the sides in this diagram. Main thing, all these 4 elements are going to focus on a farmer or learner. By that way, these elements try to change the behavior of farmer or learner. That means they try to change knowledge, skill, attitude of the farmer or learner. So that is the learning situation. Now one by one we will see the characteristics of each element. Now extension worker or teacher, how the extension worker should be or how the teacher should be. Okay, now let us see. He must speak clearly so that farmer can understand him. Most important, how the teacher should be, how the extension worker should be. He must speak clearly and loudly so that farmers can understand him, they can hear him. Okay. He must know the level of farmer. He must have knowledge of the farmer. He must have knowledge of the students in terms of their knowledge regarding subject matter, their level of education, interest in subject matter, need for the subject matter, opportunities to apply what they learn. That means he must have knowledge of their learner, of their farmers, which kind of education level they have, which kind of knowledge they have, which kind of practices they have adopted, whether they need that particular subject matter, whether they need that particular information which we are going to deal, which we are going to taught to them. All that things we must be aware. Extension worker must be aware about all that things. Extension worker म्हणजे कोण? Who is the extension worker? Agriculture assistant, agriculture officer, agriculture superintendent, or what we can say the BDO. Okay, Gram Sevak, Talati. So that are the extension worker. BDO, village development officer, livestock development officer. So that are the extension workers which are working at a village level for educating the farmer. Okay. So that extension worker must have knowledge about the farmer in terms of this. Then he must be clear about the objectives of teaching. When he approaches to the farmer, he must be clear about his objective. Why I am going to teach this information to him. Why I am going to deal that information with him. And he should present vivid picture of objectives to the farmer. Whatever the tasks are there, whatever the objectives are there, whatever the goals are there in the mind of the farmer, in the mind of the extension worker, he must present that objectives to the farmer, so that farmers will able to understand what extension worker is going to teach him, what extension worker is going to tell him. Okay. He should be skillful in using the extension methods in order to communicate the message effectively. He must be useful in extension methods means what? He must be able to handle the blackboard. He must able to do the stage daring. He must able to do the method demonstrations. He must able to do the practice. He must able to convince the farmer. He must able to use the LCD projector. Likewise, that are the teaching method. He must able to operate that teaching method. He should plan his lesson properly. Whatever the thing he is going to taught to the farmer, he should make a planning of that information or teaching properly. If extension worker has habit of repeating the word, do you understand? For example, if he has an habit of repeating particular word, okay, do you understand, have you followed, whatever, then farmer may pay attention on his habit rather than subject matter. If a teacher or extension worker have a habit of repeating particular word or doing a particular actions continuously, then what students will do, what farmers will do, they will focus on his habit instead of subject matter. So he need to avoid that kind of habit while teaching. So these are the characteristics which extension worker must have or the teacher must have. Now the second element is the farmer. He should have interest in the subject matter, farmer or learner, students. He must have interest in that topic. He must have need of that topic. He must have ability to understand that topic, and he must get opportunity to use that topic. He must able to understand that information, and he must get opportunity to use that particular information. He have mental and physical prepared for the. He must have physical and mental prepared for the learning. That means mentally he should be sound, no any disturbances in his mind while learning that particular information. And he must physically able to handle that data, physically able to do that particular practice. After learning, the farmer should be clear in their mind regarding the use of subject matter. There should not be any doubt regarding that knowledge, information or subject matter in the mind of the farmer. The third one is the subject matter. Subject matter should be in line with the need and interest of the farmers. It should be in line with the need and interest of the farmer. Whatever the topic which we are going to teach to the farmer, that topic should be or must be according to need and interest. If that topic is not according to his need and interest, then farmer will not focus on it. For example, if the farmers are not going to cultivate a grape, then there is no use of telling the farmer regarding the practice of grape cultivation. The crop which they are going to grow, regarding that crop, the farmer must, the extension worker must tell information to the farmers. Then farmer will come forward and try to understand that data. It should be properly organized, subject matter. Properly organized by how? With valid, authentic, factual and applicable information. Whatever the information you are going to tell to the farmer, that information must be valid. It should not be old one. Authentic, that means it should be authorized, recommended one. It should not be faulty information. Factual information should be there. Proper data should be there. Vague information should not be there. Mogu mahiti no, proper data. If you are going to tell him the quantity of insecticide which they need to spray, tell them proper quantity which should be added in water and how it should be sprayed. An application of information. How to apply that data, that should be present in the subject matter. It should be at the level where it can be understood by the farmer. It should be according to the level of understanding of the farmer. It should not, main thing that information should not go over the head of the farmer. For example, how to drive a tractor or tractor drawn machineries. Farmer will try to understand it. But how the machine is going to work in a tractor, the farmer will not understand that particular information. Then teaching equipment, that is LCD, blackboard, whatever we are going to use, poster charts, it should be readily available. The teaching material should be readily available in the village. It should be suitable to the subject matter, the content which we are going to teach to the farmer. According to that content, we have to use the teaching material. Now, if you want to show how to do a particular practice, you cannot explain it on a blackboard. You need to show the farmer actually doing that particular practice. Actually, you need to perform that practice in front of the farmer. It should be in working conditions so that farmer can, extension worker can operate properly. Working condition, that means if you are going to use the LCD project, it should be in working condition. Otherwise, it has no use. And the last one is the physical facilities. So the area or the hall in which you are going to conduct the activity, learning activity for the farmers, at that place the physical facilities should be proper. That is, physical facilities like ventilation, light, sitting arrangement, or outdoor facilities should be proper. We need to arrange these facilities properly for carrying out the learning activities. It should be as satisfying and comfortable as possible. Whatever the learning activities, whatever the physical facilities we are going to be arranged, it should be satisfying and comfortable for the learner. Easily they are going to adapt. The learner or student farmer was going to adapt in that particular situation. All these arrangements should be made available before starting the class. Whatever the sitting arrangement, physical facilities you want to arrange, that should be arranged before starting your learning session. So likewise, these are the 5 elements of learning situation. You need to make proper planning. You need to make available all these 5 elements properly in a learning situation, in a learning conditions. Then and then your learning activity or teaching will become more effective. And that is the major in the planning of that teaching elements. The main role of planning the elements of learning situation is of teacher. So teacher, extension worker must plan properly all these 5 elements in a learning condition. Okay. In exam there will be question, define learning, explain the elements of learning. So with the help of diagrams, you need to explain each element one by one. Okay. Thank you.